we're here at Armageddon, Fallon Sherrock off of that stage. Enjoy that?
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I thought the atmosphere was really good, and I'm quite happy, you know, that everyone showed up and paid the money, and it was a great environment.
2,000 people in there. Something that you're used to, though.
Yeah, no, it was really good. But towards the end, I was getting a bit nervy. I was like, oh, because he was playing well as well. But at least, you know, we both put on a good show for everyone, and I'm really happy, you know, that I'll come through the winner of that. But yeah.
It's been a while since we spoke. Last block of women's series has just happened. Do you feel a little bit of pressure going into that one because you missed that all-important first block of the first qualifying for the match play, and you started just outside those green spaces on darts ranking? So was there a little bit of pressure?
To be fair, I think there's always pressure when I go there now. I think, you know, I've definitely got a target on my back, as I can, it doesn't matter how well I play, I literally just end up like getting everyone's best game against me at the moment. So I think there's always been a bit of pressure, but yeah, definitely going into this weekend just gone, there was a lot more pressure because obviously Leicester was so bad.
Yeah, but look, bounce back now in those rankings. Does that ease the pressure for the last block a little bit? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, obviously, as long as I stay in them rankings for Blackpool, I'm more than happy. And I mean, as long as I stay confident, you know, I should stay in there.
It's been an eventful weekend as well, with the wall falling down with the camera and that on in the final. Did that disrupt you?
Not really. I mean, I just kind of summed up my weekend, I think, you know. I weren't expecting the walls to come down, I'll be pretty honest, but at least I didn't get hurt by it. But yeah, no, it summed up my whole weekend, to be fair, I think.
Look, looking at it, you set standards for yourself as well, and obviously last time we spoke that last year you knew that you didn't hit them. Do you feel you're on the right road and getting back to the levels that you expect of yourself? Yeah,
definitely. I think, you know, there's still little things that I could tweak, but I'm doing the right things to doing that now, and I think I'm playing more consistently, you know, in the last couple of weeks than what I have. If I can carry on, you know, doing what I'm doing in practice, you know, come a couple of months I'll be back on my A game and hopefully be the best that I can be, and, you know, take more opportunities that I can.
How excited are you for Blackpool trying to defend your title?
Very excited, and to be fair, I can guarantee that I'm not going to go down without a fight. I'm going to put as much practice as I can in, because what it's looking like at the moment, if I don't start winning on the women's series, that will be my only ticket, and that's what I need to come for.
Looking at it, last year was great because it was the inaugural Women's World Match Play, but the field looks a lot stronger this year than it did last year. It just shows how far the ladies' game's come in a short space of time.
No, yeah, definitely. It's a lot stronger, and I mean, you can see it in everyone's game, you know. There's people winning tournaments that didn't win, you know, the last couple of times that they played in it. I mean, look at like Rhiannon O'Sullivan, Robin Byrne winning this weekend, just gone. You know, they're playing some great darts, and that's because they're getting all the match practice and stuff by playing in the women's series, because the women's, you know, game has risen, and, you know, unless you're hitting them good averages, you ain't going to win a game at the moment.
We talk about it when we cover it. Is the women's series almost strong enough now that it should be seeded?
I think so. I think, you know, there's a lot of calibre of players now to hold their own with the averages. I don't see why they couldn't seed it, but at the end of the day, I get why they don't seed it, because they don't seed the youth tour or the challenge tour or anything like that, so I get it, but they do seed the pro tour, and, you know, where we've got the women's series, that is the best in the women, you know, so that is kind of like the pro tour for the women, if that makes sense. So they could seed it, but then if they do seed it, you're not going to get like the first round games, are you, where, you know, like I could draw Lisa, or, you know, Bo could draw Makuru. So yeah, I guess there's good points of seeding and bad points to it for like other people's point of views to it.
You touched on the challenge tour there, cutting your teeth on it this year where you didn't last year, holding your own, producing some good stuff. How much are you enjoying that battle on the challenge tour, and are you almost enjoying that more than the women's series?
To be fair, I actually do enjoy the challenge tour this year, because, you know, I wanted to start doing it to try and get my game back, because that was what I was lacking. I needed game practice, you know, match practice, and I feel like the challenge tour is really helping, because, you know, I'm not going to win games with 60 averages or anything. I need to produce like 80 to 90 averages, if not more, if I'm going to win games, and I think that's the kick in the teeth that I needed. So yeah, I am enjoying the challenge tour this year, probably a bit more than the women's series, just because I have to play well.
Also, that magical 9 darter that I know you spoke about it and you were like, yeah, it is what it is. But have you had time to look back and reflect on that? Because again, it's another moment of magic and a moment of history.
Yeah, no, it's mental. Like, I'm not being funny. I don't think I realised I hit it until I was actually walking up to the hockey, because I don't think I expected myself to hit it, because I'd missed the double so many times. I think it was only the realisation when I was actually taking my darts out, I was like, oh, I've actually hit the night dart finally, do you know what I mean? But and then since then, you know, I've hit a couple of 180s back to back, and then, you know, I've been more like comfortable trying to do that 1-for-1, whereas before it was more of an effort and more of a like struggle to like, oh, I've got to hit this, whereas now I'm like, I've done it once, I can probably do it again now. But
you did abandon Old Faithful 36 and go the 24 route.
Yeah, no, I originally I want to do it the traditional way to me, which is the 1-for-1, which is treble 20, treble 19, double 12. I mean, maybe next time I'll go 36, but to me I want to do it traditional way.
Look, last year you took some unbelievable flack, and we know how much it hurt you, and you've spoken about that, but obviously the way you got into the Worlds and everything like that, and the fact that you did almost miss out on something that you love so much, did that give you the kick up the arse and the wake up call that perhaps you needed? Yeah, definitely, and I think, you know, it's what I needed, because I think I got a bit complacent, and, you know, I weren't, you know, putting in the hours as much as what I would be now, and I think that's what I needed. But, you know, now I'm like, okay, right, now you're chasing, when if I'd have put the effort in, I would have been a kind of there or thereabouts with everyone else, but I feel like I'm chasing and starting again, which, you know, give me a couple of months, I should be back. I hope so anyway, but yeah, just stay positive is my mentality at the moment. Nights like this obviously help, and with MDA and Modus, you're on plenty of exhibitions coming up down and around the country. One, do you enjoy all the exhibitions, and two, is it as good practice as what you say? Yeah, no, I enjoy the exhibitions, because, you know, you get like stage practice, you get practice with all the crowd and stuff, and, you know, every time like you do play an exhibition, you're playing someone who's decent, like, or you're playing someone who appreciates them. Like if you're playing a raffle person, they've actually come and they want to watch you and they want to play you, so you're making someone's day, and it's just like the whole environment to an exhibition just makes yourself feel good, and as long as it's making everyone else feel good as well, like it's just a great night. And then World Grand Prix back here. Obviously you're not going to be in that, okay. But what is it about this venue that just brings out the best in darts, because it's rocking out there, it's rocking for the World Grand Prix, it just seems a really good venue? I just think probably where it's so central and stuff, and everyone can get to it, and it's quite a good location, and I think, you know, it's not far for everyone to go, and I think they just enjoy a good night. Do you know what I mean? Like they ain't got to travel too far, it's always like an hour or two between everywhere, so they just go and enjoy it. The Armageddon exhibition, always special. What's the banter in the practice room been like? Because you've got the Premier League boys up there, Johnny just scraping through, Gezi did him a favour. What's the banter been like up there? Do you know, it's been alright, to be fair. They've just been like normal, haven't they? They've been giving each other stick, you know, they've been giving it back, and it's just been really funny to actually just watch them. But yeah, no, it's just normal. Well, to me it's normal, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And then we're going to see you back at the Super Series soon? Yeah, so I think I'm doing a couple of nights, and I'm trying to get back and doing a week, and trying to go back to basics and trying to get as much out of it as I can. Was that key for you, like things like the Super Series? Because I remember your Grand Slam performance is probably the best we've seen you on TV. I know everyone talks about the World Championships, but what you did at the Slam was quite special. I remember in that build-up, you were constantly playing in the Super Series and things like that. So was that something conscious that you wanted to go back and do and get right and get back to that thing as well? Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, playing the Super Series is good, like match practice as well, and I think it does me well and everyone else well that plays in it, because, you know, you are playing good calibre of players, and they will push you, and you're not just playing 1 or 2 games, you're playing like a couple of games a night. If not, if you're doing a week, you've got like multiple opportunities to qualify for the Saturday, and then obviously once you get to finals night, if you win that, it's even a bigger night you can qualify for. So yeah, no, I think it's a great system, and I'm happy playing in it, and it perfects my game every time I go in it. Last one from me. You've had a taste of the Pro Tour. Would you like another one? Yeah, because that was just shocking. Like, don't get me wrong, like, he played all right, but I feel like I could have given more, but given the scenario of everything, and if I got another opportunity, I definitely know how to prepare better, but, you know, I'm going to have to dig deep in that challenge tour and try and get myself up in the rankings a little bit more. Fallon, thank you very much as always. Thank you.